Hello, dear students. I am Afrin Begum, your science teacher. How are you all? Hope and wish you all are doing good. Today, we will start a new lesson of class 6. What do animals eat? This lesson consists of two modules. Module first consists of introduction, food habits, taking in food, finding food to eating it, tracking down food, collecting food. Module 2 consists of recapitulation of module first. How does a frog get its food? How does a cow get its food? How a dog gets its food? Getting food without hunting. How leeches get their food? Modes of getting food and food chain. Today we will discuss module first. In module first, we will start with the introduction. In the previous chapters, we have talked about our own food and the different varieties eaten by us. There are a wide variety of animals in the living world and they too eat a wide variety of food items. As we human beings eat different variety of food as we have discussed in the previous chapter, in the first chapter in the food components, then there is a huge variety of animals living in our surrounding, right, in this world. They too eat a huge variety or different variety of food. So let us discuss how animals eat their food in this chapter. To learn food habits, let's discuss about some animals such as what they eat and how they find their food and write it in the table. Food habits or taking in food. Here we will discuss how animals take in their food or how animals eat the food. To understand it clearly, we will discuss about a few animals. Sparrow. Dear students, sparrow is a very common example and we all have seen it, right? So we can easily say what it can eat or what it eats, right? It eats worms and grains. Can you tell me how they find the food? How sparrows find the food? By looking or seeing. Dog. We all know what dog eat. We know dog eat bones, bread. How it finds the food? By sniffing. Similarly, we can give some more examples, like we can use the example of cat, right? We know what does a cat eat? Cat drinks the milk. It eats the milk. It eats the meat, right? How does it finds? It finds by looking and seeing. Similarly, you can add a few more examples of your own and see how different animals are using different variety of food for eating and different methods of finding it. Understand more clearly about food habits, we can have a few questions based on what we have just discussed. As we have made a box in which we have added these animals and what do they eat and how they find the food, we can discuss a few points over there. Which of the animals listed by you eat nearly the same type of food? Dear students, now as we have discussed about dog or cat or the sparrow, we have seen that Dog and cat eat some of the they both eat meat, right? This is the similarity between the dog and cat. What are the types of food that your pet animal eat? If you have a pet dog, right, if you have a pet dog, it may eat meat, bone, bread. If you have a cat, it may eat meat, milk, etc. If you have a parrot, it eats chili, guava, etc. If you have rabbit, it eats cabbage, grass, etc. Right? Write about any two animals in your list describing the type of food they eat and how they get their food. We can take the example of dog and cat, right? We have discussed about them in the box. So we have seen that they both eat meat, and whereas the dog eats the breads and cat drinks the milk, right? Here what is the question is, what the question is asking? We have to describe the type of food they eat and how they get their food. Dog gets its food by sniffing, whereas cat gets its food by seeing and searching it. Okay, compare the types of food habits of two animals selected by you. We have seen, we will take the example here of a dog and a sparrow. What we have seen, dog is eating meat and bread, whereas sparrow is eating worms and grains. Here we can see both these animals are eating the other animals, right? If we talk about parrot, what it is eating? It is eating chili, guava, etc. Right? So the parrot is eating only plants. So this is the difference between the food habits of different animals. Now look at the table and try to answer the following questions. In the table you are given food group and examples. Okay? Food group, in the food group it is given only plants, means you have to write the examples of the animals or the names of the animals that eat only plants. Only animals. In that box you have to write about the animals that eats only animals, other animals. Both. In the last column you have to write about the animals that are eating both plants and animals. Okay? The questions are, which group of members have an advantage in finding food? Why do you think so? Means in the above table we can see three groups are there. A group where only plants are being eaten, and the second only animals are getting eaten, and in the third both plants and animals are used as food. So among that, which of the group is getting advantage, the question is asking. Okay, so the answer is the animals that eat plants may have an advantage in finding food, as we can find the plants found everywhere, right? The next question is, could the animals in the food group 3 depend only on plant? If animals were not available, why? Yeah, the animals from the group 3 will depend only on plants if animals were not available, as they are habitual to both plants and animals. They can survive without plant, or if any one of that is missing, they can survive. The next question is, what will happen if all the animals eat only plants? Guess, do you, this is the very simple thing. Without plants, animals would have no oxygen to breathe, right? If plants were not there, no animals can survive, as the only source of oxygen on this earth is plants, and we all would die, all the animals would die. Plants also depend people also depend on plants for food, right? We all, animals and humans, depends on the plants for food. All animals eat either plants or plant eating animals. Without plants, there would be no food to eat. Based on the food habits, the animals are divided into three categories such as herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. We will see what herbivores, carnivores and omnivores are. First we will talk about herbivores. Herbivores, animals that depend only on plants for food, are called herbivores. Means the animals, the first group that we have seen in the box, like the animals which eats only plants, we have discussed, right? So there are certain animals that eat only plant. Okay, those animals are known as herbivores. For example, deer, rabbit, cow, sheep, goat, elephant, giraffes, horses, and pandas, etc. Carnivores, animals that depend on other animals for food, are called carnivores. In the group 2, we have discussed about the animals that depends on other animal for food, right? Those animals are known as carnivores. There are certain animals who does not eat the plants, rather they prefer other animals to eat as their food. Those animals are known as carnivores. For example, lion, wolf, leopard, hyena, polar bear, cheetah, giant panda, etc. Omnivores, animals that take food from plants and animals, are called omnivores. Dear students, we have discussed the third group over in that box about both. Both means about the animals that eat both plants and animals, right? So the animals that eat both plants and animals are known as omnivores. For example, bear, tortoise, civets, hedgehogs, opossum, skunks, sloths, squirrels, raccoons, chipmunks, mice, rats, humans, etc. These are the examples of omnivores. Till now, what we have seen? We have seen about the food habits. Based on that, we have learned that all the living beings are divided into three categories based on the food habits, such as herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Herbivores are the animals that eat only plants as their food. For example, the deer and giraffe. Then we have seen carnivores. Carnivores are the animals that eat only plants, only animals as their food. So those animals are known as carnivores. Example, lion, leopard, etc. And the third category of animals are omnivores, where we have seen the animals are eating both the plants and animals as their food. And the examples include human beings, rats, mice, etc. The next topic is finding food to eating it. We know that animals have their own ways of gathering and taking in food. Let us see how they do this. Plants and animals are the main source of food in our surrounding. Like us, animals also depend on these sources of food. Every animal has its own style of getting food. They track down, collect and grab or hunt and then use various tools to finally take food into the mouth. Tracking down the food. As we have seen that first the animal will track down the food, then grab it, then collect it, then hunt it, then uses various tools of its body to eat it, right? So first we will discuss how the animals track down the food. Most animals feed regularly, but first they must locate the food. to eat the food, it is compulsory that they should first find the food, right? To do this, they use a wide range of senses. The animals use senses to locate or to find the food, such as they use the sense of smell, sense of sight, hearing, taste and touch. The animals uses all the five senses for locating their food. Some animals rely more on one sense than other animal, and it can therefore be highly developed in them. Let us consider some examples to understand this better. How the animals track down their food. Let us discuss some examples. What do you think the dog does to find its food? Which sense of the dog do you think is more developed? Dog is a very common example, right? We see the dog in our daily life. So can you guess or can you say how the dog finds its food? We all know that dog finds its food by sniffing, right? It smells the food and it searches the food by sniffing. Next, what about the vultures that fly high above in the sky yet to find the food on the ground? Which sense do they mainly use in finding their food? You know vultures, right? They eat the dead bodies and all. They fly in the sky. They search their food on the ground. So how do they search their food? Which sense they may use to locate the food? Do you have any idea which sense they use? They use the sense of vision. Okay, they uses they uses their eyes, or they uses their sense of vision to locate their food. How do bats find their food at night? Bats depends on the sense of hearing for their locating of food. Okay, so thus we have seen that animals use some senses more strongly than others to find the food. As dog is using the sense of smell for locating its food, the vulture is using the sense of vision for locating its food. So here we can see, if one is using the sense of smell, the other is using the other sense to locate its food. Means one in any in the animals, if one is developed strongly, then it is not compulsory that all the animals should use the sniffing method to locate the food, right? So the senses are more strongly developed in other animals than the other animals. For example, dog use the sense of smell, right? Vulture uses the sense of vision. Bats depends more on hearing, and some reptiles also, and they some reptiles also use the sense of hearing to locate their food. Collecting food. As we have seen tracking down of food, now we will see how the animals collect their food. Finding food is one thing, but collecting or capturing it is quite another. Many animals have specialized body parts such as mouth parts, hands, or feet that help them collect their food most efficiently. To understand it better, we will have the example of few animals with the body parts they use in taking food. Hen. You all know which body part does the hen uses to take the food? It uses its beak to take in the food. Cow. Cow uses mouth to take in the food. Frog. Frog uses tongue to take in the food. Man. Man uses hands and mouth as body part in taking food. Lion. Lion uses legs, claws and mouth for taking in food. You will see that the same part may be used in different ways by different animals. For example, tongue may be used by a dog in different manner as compared to the frog, right? The dog licks with it while frog captures and swallows food with it. We are talking here about that a same body part can be used in a different way by another animal. Like here the dog is using its tongue for licking the food, whereas the frog is using its tongue to capture and swallow the food. Also, different parts may be used to take in the same type of food, like hen use their beak to pick insects while frog use their tongue for the same purpose, right? The same part in a similar group of animals may be used in way that can be largely different. For example, beaks of different birds are used to eat different types of foods. So far we have discussed about the food habits, and based on that we have divided the living beings or the animals into three categories like herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Then we have discussed the methods of finding food to eating it, right? There we have discussed about the tracking of food and collecting of food. In the next module we will see how the animals uses their different body parts to eat the food. Means we will see different animals how do they eat their food, and we will also discuss about the hunting food, and we will also see what food chains are. To check your understanding, we can have an assignment, right? The first question is, observe your surroundings or go to a nearby field and write about the following. How does the cow eat grass? What parts are used while doing so? In what way can you justify it as a herbivore? The next question is, go to a nearby pond where cranes are usually seen. Observe how they catch fish. Write about the process of catching the fish. Hope you understood this module well. Thank you.